Whoop, whoop. All right, I'm starting this shit.
There's
been an awakening.
Australia is listening.
Have you felt
Why does it say there's only one person watching, but we got 3 people in?
Oh, is that train guy?
Yeah. No. Yes.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Hello, what have we
Matthew
here?
Keegan.
You guys are so funny.
Hello.
Holy shit. It ain't C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Dickhead.
Hello there. Dickhead.
Looking about someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, C3 penis faces and R2 dickheads. Rogue Squadron Podcast, episode 99. We're one away. We're one away.
Yeah.
Fuck, I should have waited.
Uh-oh.
You don't get to be on the sweet celebration
I don't.
episode.
We should have waited is back. Next time, our beer connoisseur. Not in here at all.
Yeah, you are.
I am. Like, maybe it's just the clapping. It drowns me out. But all right, next time's here. We're gonna be doing quite a few beer reviews. I'm excited.
Yeah.
How excited
So
are
do
you?
you have like a slew of different breweries, or did you bring all?
All Homestead.
Ooh, I'm excited. I've had a lot of good Homestead.
Me too.
Maybe like two or one. All right,
They've
guys,
all been good.
Rogue Squadron Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, Rogue Squad Pod, or Rogue Squadron Podcast. You should subscribe to everything because your parents will hate it.
Yeah, make sure they're not listening in.
Don't. We're going to give a shout out to everyone that's with us live on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in. So if you do want to message us live while we record, you can go, like I said, to YouTube and subscribe. We record every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
So true.
So as we're sitting here, we've got Dakota Jones and the shit. We've got Matthew Keegan from Australia.
Got Tiggle Man.
Tiggle bitties. So thank you guys for tuning in live.
Appreciate it, everybody. You didn't say who you were, did you?
I am Mopar.
I'm Commander Cody.
We got next time here. We gave him that. We gave him that nickname because he didn't figure out a nickname for himself. He told us next time we should figure it out, and we said no.
We need to begin beer post taste.
That's it.
Do you have a specific one you need to start with? Or?
Yeah. The Pilsner. Always start with the Pilsner.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna let you do the pouring pleasantries since you probably are best at dividing that up evenly between three glasses. So.
He's the pour master.
So if anyone is kind of new to the podcast, we do a beer review every show. I know we're Star Wars based, but we definitely do beer reviews. And whenever next time our buddy Beer Connoisseur Master is with us, we do extravaganza. He's got
Now I am
5.
a master.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 5 beers
Why do I get
for us to try.
giblet?
They're
I guess
all-
it's thinner.
You're
He's
just
fine.
fat as
Yeah.
fuck. You
Got
got
it.
chode glass right there.
Chode glass.
This is the beer.
That's the main camera.
Yeah.
All right, so what did we?
Pioneer Pilsner. No, that's what? Fuck Instagram. It's Pioneer Pilsner. All German ingredient, delicious German Pilsner. Super tasty. If you don't know, Pilsners are lagers. Very light, easy drinking. German hops. Little bitter, little
The everyman's
floral,
beer.
grassy.
This
goodness.
is this is going to be tough because we had one of the best pilsners ever created. Was 2-3 episodes ago? It was a Cleveland beer. I forget what it was.
Yeah, it was the Market Garden
God,
Progress
good.
Pilsner.
that was one of the best things I've ever.
Yeah, it was
Progress.
fantastic.
All right,
Progress.
all right.
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers, Tess, you fucking traitor.
I'm thirsty, man. I didn't go to the bar and start drinking already.
That's true. It's our bad.
Fuck off.
Ooh, that's got a lot more like malt in it than I expected. Yeah,
Sure.
Tastes chalky for
yeah.
some reason.
That's
no,
why I'm like the chalkiness of.
I like it though, but it's not the malt that you expect,
Yeah.
or
it's
not
still light.
not the malt that I've had. I should say. I'm not familiar with it. It's good though.
It's not as skunky as a normal
Yeah.
Pilsner. What up, peeps?
Yo, Moscow.
Blue Rebel 1914.
You've said titties far too many times already.
Actually, say it one more time. I like it.
We've only been going for like 6 minutes.
Titties per minute.
Initial reaction to this.
I like it, and I'm confused as to what the taste profile is, and I want next time to dive in.
If I'm gonna sit here and say, like, if you would have given this to me, I would have tasted it without you telling me it was a Pilsner. I'm not sure I would sit there and say this is a Pilsner.
it doesn't jump out at you,
Yeah, not like other Pilsners.
Pilsners shouldn't jump out at you. I mean, they're supposed to be pretty simple, easy drinking. That's your like day crushing, drink it by the pint beer. or
But you-
by the Stein,
You're coming from
points?
people that like Pilsner Urquell is our favorite,
which is
and-
still a great beer. I mean,
but it's like skunky and it like punches.
well,
you in
that's
the
something
head.
because they put it in those clear ass
Yeah.
green glasses. Like
I
if you
see
get it
that
out of a can,
clear
there's
ass
no
green.
skunk.
Yeah. No, I hear you. No, we like the skunkiness, and that's kind of what we come to expect when we talk about Pilsner. So maybe this is more of a true Pilsner as opposed to a skunky Pilsner.
I mean, if you want to just take it outside, in the sun, leave it out there for a couple minutes, you'll be pretty fucking skunky, and it'll taste just as good as Urquell.
Perfect. I'm not shitting on it.
No, like background or like explanations on the beer.
It's Pilsner. I
Well,
mean, there's
yeah,
not
I
like
know.
there's not like a great story behind it that I know of. At least it's we wanted to make a Pilsner, and it was like the first
We wanted to make beer, we
year-round-
made it, and this is
year-round
what it
lager
is.
we made. It's
Well,
been.
I'm just usually like craft beer guys, they'll have like a whole fucking prose about what the beer is and what it means to them as humans. So
Well, there's a whole story behind this. So, Captain Jack Sparrow, you know him? He pioneered a pirate ship, and it was
commandeered.
commandeered. Yes. By the way, did you know they're making another pirate film? I just saw a poster for it, and
Yep.
I heard they're going to be releasing a short skit or whatever.
Javier Bardem, whatever his name is,
Can't
is
believe.
the bad guy this time.
The only people in it that I've known over the past like 2 or 3 is Johnny Depp.
Yeah, there was a fourth one that I never even saw. With,
never saw it either.
Blackbeard was the main guy,
Who's Blackbeard?
like the tail of the pirate Blackbeard.
okay.
Because they did Davy Jones, and
Yeah.
they threw some of that shit in there. But I never even saw it, so I have no idea.
Do you watch the
Pirates.
pirate movies?
I saw the first one. It was good.
I've seen the three. I've seen 3 of them.
Yeah.
Just remind.
I can
yeah.
do this.
Yeah,
They slowly
Maybe I
got.
should hold it. I don't know. Whatever.
you can hold it if you want.
I'll think about it.
Hold it.
I don't want to hold it,
Okay.
but I might.
I'll hold it for you.
I want that. I want you to hold it for me.
So pirates.
But you got to follow around as I lean forward and back.
Yeah.
No, I really enjoy the pirate movies. I think it was like one of the first series from Disney that you really started to get dark, and they started to get a little more serious. For how kooky and crazy Johnny Depp was, the movie itself was actually quite dark. And when you talk about pirates and death and like curses, and it's just a good mix that they opened up with the first one. Second one, third one, you slowly dripped off. I thought the third one was kind of confusing. He was like dead.
Oh, it was so confusing.
He was dead. He was on Tatooine. There was a white sand beach.
Yeah.
He got eaten by a
Rancor.
Sarlacc.
Yeah, totally.
Sarlacc.
think it was
and
a
then
Sarlacc.
spit him back up.
Can't remember which
The
one it
upside
was.
down world.
Maybe it was a Minoc.
That was the point in that movie where when they went into the upside down,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna give this solid 2. Solid 2.
Solid 2. I kind of forgot about rating for a second. I was just enjoying the drink of it.
Yeah, it's good. It's very refreshing. I'd give it a solid 2. I'm not as big of a Pilsner fan as you guys,
Sure.
but it's tasty.
He's tasty.
Well, taste it more.
We're out.
We're out. That's it. We have more beer.
We've got more beer.
That's the only problem with the extravaganza is that if there's not 1,000 beers, they deplete very quickly.
So this Pilsner was 4.7% ABV.
Good.
Yeah, we're good.
They go with the Galactic. Galactic's good. Wait, that's last.
So
God
what-
damn it!
So
No, the Galactic's good.
so the
That'll
Ohio.
be- what's that? That's already out. Let's do,
All right,
let's do some snake oil. Snake oil.
Oh, Jesus. The name is scaring me.
This is a
already.
super pale ale, similar to your Humulus Nimbus from Seventh Son, which is not a
excited.
great super pale. The reason why it's super pale ale and not just a pale ale is because it is 7.3% alcohol by volume,
Is
and
the-
it has roughly 70 IBUs, so it's got enough hops in it and enough alcohol to be a
Destructive.
an IPA, except that we use a pale ale malts and we use American pale yeast instead of stronger yeasts. So it drinks like a pale ale, but it's gonna kick your ass, and it's just probably
Okay.
it's just an awesome beer.
I don't think I've ever
It's-
had
it's
like a double
like a nice
or
big
an
whiff. This is
imperial.
really, really,
There's a lot
really
there.
aromatic.
Yeah.
You get a lot of really juicy hops up front as you're drinking it.
Yeah.
It's gonna finish really dry and simple, just like a pale ale will.
Smells good. Cheers it.
And this is snake oil. All from Homestead Brewery in Ohio. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's got some sweetness in there too.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had like a double or an imperial pale ale. They're usually like imperial IPA.
I think at that point, like a double pale ale would just be an IPA.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the more hops does not necessarily mean more alcohol though. So
Yeah, but you're drinking like
right.
Yeah, exactly. The very, very loose relationship versus malt is where you get all the sugar from.
He's making faces over there.
I'm making faces to Instagram Live.
All right.
No, this is really good. I'm strongly pushing a 3. Let me take another couple sips, but there's something about pale ales that have just tickled my scritch. Honestly, and I feel like
Tested my tickle.
I feel like IPAs have been overdone so much now that slowly pale ales are coming to their stronghold of
God damn.
their stranglehold. Their stranglehold.
Those aren't words. What you're saying.
But honestly, yeah, I think everyone's slowly getting not sick of, but it's just like I said, the IPAs have been overdone, and you go out to a beer cave and it's like 90% IPAs, and then like one Pilsner, one Amber, and a Blood Orange. And you're like, well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with the hard kicking IPAs. But the like Columbus Pale Ale is one of those ones that I've been going to more and
So
more
good.
recently. So this is definitely a great option. Is this a mass-produced one, or is this like a test batch? Or
It's one we make all the time, but it is a draft-only beer for the moment. We're doing bottles this summer sometime, but
okay,
go to your local
Homestead.
watering hole and get some delicious snake oil.
So you're
Snake
gonna
oil
have to
sounds
be
dangerous.
you're gonna have to be in what, Columbus, Ohio? How far is the reach?
Pretty much Columbus. We go a little bit to Dayton and Cincinnati, but not much. And then east,
Yeast from there.
east,
Oh, okay.
like Heath, Newark, Granville, since that's where we're out of Heath. So it's not
okay.
exactly
Yeah.
Columbus, but we're basically Columbus.
Yeah.
Sure.
So just greater central Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw is Joe like the owner, the main
Joe's
dude?
just one of the sales guys that kicks ass and is everywhere.
I saw him. He
Everyone
was
loves
up in
Joe.
like Delaware area and Sunbury stuff. So just big central Ohio area.
Yeah, Joe hustles. He's literally everywhere. He's
Love it.
omnipresent.
He's behind me.
Literally. Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey Joe. Hey.
Joe hustles.
All right. Well, we have a few more sips left in this. Do you want to talk about a little bit of Star Wars shit, or should we just dive right into all these beers?
I finished Mass Effect 2, by the way.
You did. We
Yeah.
talked about that last week.
We talked about me being almost done, I thought.
Did
Talked about Miranda's
Did anybody
ass.
die?
What's that?
Did anyone die on your playthrough?
So my first playthrough, yes, Miranda died, and so did the Solarian, the Morden.
Yeah.
And I replayed through and did everything perfectly. Everyone was loyal except for Miranda. I did something to piss her off, and she would not talk to me.
Did you have sex with her? That's probably why.
No.
And she's
It was
like, no,
bad.
I'm done.
Yeah, it was really bad.
No. Actually, that was the. I didn't bang anybody, and
Stared at her ass too much.
stared. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't not looking. But honestly, I played through and I didn't know like there was a certain way you should put people. Like Morden was not supposed to go into tubes.
Right.
I
They
didn't
all have
know
like strengths
that.
and weaknesses. Yeah.
So Morden died in the tubes and Miranda died. I had her with me during my last battle. So I replayed through and Miranda still died.
Yeah, that was really confusing. And usually when someone dies, they show it. And I was watching you play the last mission. They usually show them die.
It was just
But
a
for
casket.
you, like everything ended, you won. Everyone was like, "Good job," and then you went back to your ship, and there was one casket.
Yeah.
They didn't say who it was at all. It was really strange. I'd never seen it that way before.
Even I think I was talking to Edie at the time, the AI
Yeah.
person in our ship.
Yeah.
And she said 0 casualties. And then I get on the ship and there's fucking dead people. I'm like,
That happens.
But overall thought, I like the characters, some of the characters better in 2. The whole Ashley, Caden, there's the few others in the first one I was just like, eh. But like Garrus was awesome. Rex,
Right.
obviously, out of the first 2. Garrus
Right.
is awesome in the second one.
Right.
Yeah.
Thane.
Thane is amazing. I really like Jack. Jack the Biotic she's a beast. And she's one of those HK-47s, if you guys know KOTOR at all. In the middle of battle, she's cut, like, take that, bitch! I'm like, oh
cussing
my
people
God,
out.
yes. I love her. Sometimes I just bring her just to hear what she's saying, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Just like HK.
But then there's other people like Grunt, where I didn't give a damn if he lived or died. Morden, I heard, plays somewhat of a role because of the genophage and everything. But if you're not Mass Effect fans, go play it right now. It's an amazing, good, awesome storyline.
It's really fucking good. And if you're KOTOR fans and for some reason you haven't played Mass Effect, it's pretty much the same development team that did Mass Effect 1. And then from there, changed a little bit, but I mean, it still stays true to it. And Andromeda comes out in 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Shit, is that soon?
Soon.
3 weeks.
I think it's March 21st. So
3 weeks today.
We're getting the fuck ready for that.
It's one of those games that if you're going to play, what would you call that, an RPG?
It's kind of its own breed.
It's like a storyline RPG-ish. I don't know. But every decision you make changes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So will kill people off and will affect billions of species or lives or whatever. So if you're playing that by yourself for the first time, you have no guidance, shit's gonna go wrong, and people that's part of the point. Entire species can and will die.
Right.
So it's a spawn of reaction. Like you say bitch one time, and now she won't talk to you. Now she dies later on, and it's impossible to get. Like it's awesome. So
it's crazy.
And I have to give a shout out to the main writer of KOTOR and all the one
First
or two Mass Effects, but he did also write all the books.
Not all the books.
Not all of them. First two books, first two games, KOTOR, Darth Bane series, Darth Revan book, KOTOR 2, KOTOR. Drew Karpyshyn, we had him on as a guest, and we did an interview with him over a year ago now. It seems
July, I think it was like June or July 2015.
So about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But it's still, even in our podcast infancy, it was an amazing interview. So go over there if you're a big fan of any of that. We could dive into the background of him writing it, how BioWare came up with the stuff, and the process behind all that stuff. So, and we asked some specific questions about Darth Bane and Darth Revan because we're very big KOTOR fans. So, go over there and check it out.
Totally worth checking it out.
Where can you find it, Cody, Commander?
Anywhere you can find the rest of our shit. Just scroll through the feed. We did a few interviews, and they aren't actual. Like, this is episode 99. It wasn't an episode number. We just we did a few interviews, and they're just labeled Drew Karpyshyn, author, interview, Star Wars, fuck around. So yeah, you can just scroll back through the feed and find that. It was summer 2015.
That pale ale is hard to drink real quick.
Yeah,
just like any pale ale or IPA.
Shocked.
Yeah, it was hitting me in the buds.
All right, so what's next on the list?
This is the Galactic Heroes IPA, West Coast style IPA.
What is it? What makes it West Coast? Just the style
the hops we use.
Okay.
Yeah, real citrus, grapefruit, big bitterness.
Grapefruit.
Very tasty.
Very tasty.
Yeah, it's very good.
The emblem is an airship, and it reminds me of Final Fantasy a little bit. I love Final Fantasy. All right.
That's one of those series I
keep wanting to get back into it, but,
It looks fun.
You gotta cheers first.
Fuck.
God.
There's rituals here.
We'll start having you sign a fucking waiver.
When did we start doing cheers?
We always cheers.
Do we?
Yes. From now on, if you don't cheers, you're getting decapitated like Dooku.
Well, I'm going to give the last one a 3 out of 3 because I really like the
we
pale
should
ale.
rate it. I think it gets a 3.
I liked
The
it.
beer is
I liked it enough.
I'll throw it a 3.
godlike.
I'm happy.
Drop the mic.
Jay Murphy says, I like your memes.
Godlike.
Thank you, Jay Murphy, for liking our memes.
We are also a podcast.
Yeah, that's... If you see that little emblem in the corner, it doesn't say a bunch of dickheads behind some shit. Actually, it does.
It does, but behind that, it says podcast.
Oh, shit. Is that Jimmy something?
Jay Murphy, it said.
Oh. Katie Murphy.
Katy Perry?
Katie.
Just Clinton.
It came in like a wrecking ball.
Miley Cyrus.
Who the fuck? All right, guys. Galactic Heroes. Sip, sip.
I was sipping while you were babbling.
It's hard. The issue about doing all of these beers in one is you get that like residue in your mouth, like a pale ale. We should do the IPAs last, pale ale second to last. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure. Well, he
once you
knows
have
the
an
order,
IPA.
right? And there's some residue in the cup too.
Yeah, it's hard to do. But this is a good IPA. This is the Galactic Heroes. Yeah.
Galactic Heroes.
West Coast IPA. What's the 7.2 ABV? It's out of Licking County. Yeah, that's a county in Ohio. So get ready. Lick it up. It's got a weird, like we said, airship. If you guys can't see that.
It's got some sweetness in there, man.
Is that the grapefruit?
Yeah, those are them hops, them West Coast hops.
Yeah.
That's
how we do it.
Ice cube hops.
Ice cube hops bring sweetness, like ice.
It's good. I think the sweetness is just not my favorite thing for
Especially
I don't know what
pales,
sweetness. It's just fruit.
which is sweet.
The other beers are a little sweeter that we go to next.
Uh-oh.
They're a little malty,
Just not even try.
full-bodied,
Delicious.
delicious.
No, I don't hate it. It's just not my initial yes.
I think, well, it's hard to do all this, like I said, all at once, but my initial reaction so far is, like, when I think Pilsner, I thought of the opposite side of the Pilsner. When we are doing this IPA, I thought of a more bitter IPA.
Right.
So it's kind of just like we're seeing the full spectrum now, and it's difficult to get my mind wrapped around the other
It's
side.
not quite like what we're expecting, yeah. Discrota has to peace out.
He's been gone for hours.
Guy. Fuck. Didn't even sign on.
He didn't even sign on.
Phantom fucking listener.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not giving me anything amazing to exclaim about.
I'm kind of there. It's good. I think it's the sweetness is taken away from it. Maybe not taken away from it. I'm just not expecting it.
Right. I got a whole fucking 2 inches of foam at the bottom.
So, by the way, if you guys don't know, and maybe you do, isn't obvious to you, but when you go to like a local brewery, or not even brewery, local pub, and they have glasses there, and they have like etched local brewery glasses that are given to them, if you ask for one of those, they usually just give it to you.
Yeah, dude, we
So
pulled
if-
that last week at the Goat. It was crazy.
I do it all over the United States since I travel for work.
Right.
I'll just walk in and be like, "Can I buy this glass?" And like, "You want to buy the glass?" I'm like, "Yeah, it has a local brewery on it." And they're like, "Just take it."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck yeah, give me another one. It's free glass." Glassware.
Yeah,
It's cool.
that's what happens.
Forrest, give me this cup.
Very soon you will have a cabinet full of glasses that are beer glasses.
Yeah.
But they're all solid, nice glasses.
Yeah.
Just
I have
by
like
asking.
maybe 50 beer glasses
Right.
and no other glasses.
That's honestly
I don't
that's
pay for glasses anymore. Why would you buy glasses when they're free?
Yeah.
right.
Works.
Agreed. I'm gonna give this. I'll give it a 2. I think it's solid 2.
I was going 1.
I think you guys drink a good amount of bitter beer. You like IPAs. I think
Yeah.
this is people who like IPAs will like it, but I think it's got enough going on in a pretty toned back bitterness that like your non-IPA fans might be able to like. That's my experience with this beer. Is people try, they're like, hey, that's pretty good. It's not a fucking
It's a
bitter
good gateway.
bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gateway beer.
Yeah.
So if you're not an IPA fan, find Galactic Heroes because you're gonna like this shit. You got pissed.
I think I'm going 1, man.
Okay. Just as a IPA fan,
I don't know. That's just what I'm getting from it. It's a 1.
I'll give it a
It's not
2.
a bad thing.
I think it's good. I think all the beers mixing together is fucking with our buds. So.
Yes, guaranteed. That's
But I'll give it a solid 2.
Sweet.
What are you giving it?
I give it a 2.
All
I
right,
like
we'll-
the beer.
we'll go 2.
It was
We'll
one
go
of the introductory beers from them,
go.
and
And it's got an
drinking it for a
awesome
while.
name. Galactic Heroes.
yeah,
Next beer.
I think it was the beer.
Unless you want to talk about some Star
drank on
Wars.
Star Wars Day.
Bullshit.
talk about Star Wars.
You don't want to talk about Star Wars.
I do. Well, we got
Why
a
the fuck am I
few
here?
things that we're gonna get into. You know, we got I didn't catch up on Rebels.
But neither did I.
did you. I know. So we have to wait till
Yeah,
next
neither
week.
did I.
We're closing in though on the end of the season. So before the season is completely out, we really should catch up on everything. And why did the music stop playing?
It's got a little.
Oh,
It's got a
that's
little
from
dip in it.
from because one of the other episodes I cut it down for a fun thing. Anyways, before the season 3 finale, we do need to catch up because you know
Obi Kenobi and
Obi
Darth
Kenobi
Maul.
and Maul Darth Maul are gonna meet up. So
What?
That kind of makes me cringe a little bit. Does that not make you like they're forcing it? It's
I don't want to beat a dead Minoc forever, but like I love fan service because it makes me all giddy.
sure.
But there's just a lot of it right now,
yeah.
and I'm kind of over it.
How are you? That's such a difficult thing because this is what we're asking.
It's hard to say, right?
Yeah.
That's why, you know.
But it's getting to the point where they're not doing it to make the storyline better. They're doing it because they know that's what we want. It's kind of like Metallica making an album just for us, but it's just like, okay, that was cool, but you didn't like teach me anything. You know, what's a new song? Let's move this forward.
They do, and I loved when I heard James say that on Joe Rogan's show.
They do shit for them.
They make their albums for them. This is our album. We made it at this time because we felt this.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, I don't care.
They're the biggest band ever.
Well, that's why I wish kind of Disney would take that risk once in a while. It's like, you are the biggest entertainment thing in the world.
Ever. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. Everyone's still going to go see Star Wars. So take a risk and do something new.
You know what's funny is even a failure would probably somewhat be a success because people are still going to see it.
How many goddamn people have, like, how much ticket sales did the prequels make? And everyone shits on them all the time.
Right.
How many times have we rewatched episode 1?
A lot.
And it's
A
terrible.
lot.
It's not. See,
not terrible.
we've slowly been arguing. I think we both agree that episode 2 is worse.
I agree. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I forget your list, but yeah,
It's
episode
been like
2
that
is
forever. Two is hands down the worst.
It doesn't set anything
it
up.
adds
doesn't-
nothing to the movie
Yeah,
at all.
You just start
Like-
learning about cloners, and then
I like episode 2, man.
Zam Wessel's in it.
And those terrible fucking romance scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
So bad.
cringeworthy.
I haven't seen her in a decade. Well, stop fucking shitting your pants, dude. Like, shut up. And Obi-Wan's haircut, it's all just bad. It's
Yes, fucking mullet.
mullet.
Whatever. I
Darth-
like the
Darth
Mystery
Mullet.
Man. I want a book or a series about Sifo Dyas.
I don't.
Why?
The Plagueis book talks about him quite a bit. Because
really?
It doesn't. He's not in it, but it talks about him quite a bit because I think he's in a couple scenes. He doesn't actually speak, but it's from the point of view of Dooku and Qui-Gon, and Sifo Dyas is doing certain things with cloners and shit, and it's like Plagueis, Qui-Gon, and Dooku are standing there talking to each other.
Wait, Plagueis and Qui-Gon are in the same room together?
They're talking to each other because it's not Darth Plagueis. It's his banker self. I forget his name already.
Well, I mean, I guess like they talked to fucking Chancellor Palpatine about everything.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy to think though.
So Dooku was in agreement with who isn't this? But
Who's that?
Dooku was in agreement with Plagueis, and Qui-Gon was like, "Whoa, do you actually know what the hell you're doing? Like creating an army for the Republic? Because that was the whole teetering. Like if we do it, we're gonna do it all the way and have a full clone army and blah blah blah." And people did not like that. They knew it was just gonna lead to war, and Qui-Gon knew that too. But Dooku was like, "Yeah, I'm all for it. Let's try it." And Sifo Dyas, they were talking about Sifo Dyas like testing those waters, I think. But
Qui-Gon's so insightful.
Qui-Gon knew. He just knew. The living force. Clones live.
The living beer.
All right, we poured another
Beer.
beer.
All right, so this is the 3MCs. It was the first beer of what we now call the Artist Series. It was really good. If you can't figure out from Artist Series and
I like
3MCs, it is a reference to the Beastie Boys.
Nice.
I
dig it.
We liked it so much, put it in bottles and make it year round. It's a double IPA.
9.8.
with lots of M and C. It's 9.8%.
Sniff.
Do you have a
Mosaic Citrus
Metallica
hops.
artist series yet?
So we're not doing big artists anymore. We're doing small batches with local artists.
Okay.
So we just did one with Forest in the Evergreens called the Beer for Evergreen, and it was a delicious IPA. I didn't bring it for you, so sorry.
When am I getting the Master of Hops beer?
Master of Hops.
Master of Hops.
Ride the hops.
Cheers. Cheers it before he forgets.
Hops them all.
I'm going to cheers it next time. God, sometimes you can taste the alcohol. You can taste it a little
Alcohol
bit.
adds flavor. Alcohol usually adds some kind of sweetness
For
to it,
9.8,
or you can feel
though,
it.
it's not that bad.
No, it's not, but it's heavier than the ones that we just had.
Right.
Yeah, 9.8's
It's
pretty
got a
fucking
lot
high.
more malt in it to give it a solid backbone, give it some more alcohol.
I will say that too. It's not for a double IPA or an imperial IPA, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's not that bitter. So it's nice to round it off that way.
I had a question and I forgot it, so never mind.
All right. So this beer, I think, is
AC/DC put out a range of wine. Those old fuckers.
Yeah, that's what rock stars do. There's
Matt
like
Keegan.
maybe a dozen rock stars that have put out.
I mean, fucking
lines
look
of wine.
at Jimmy Buffett, man. He has a whole goddamn like resort named after his song.
Does he have like a fucking weed ranch yet?
I don't know.
Because that's like every Jimmy Buffett concert. That's usually what you see. Everyone's just high as fuck.
Jimmy Puffett.
It's all.
Of course, Matt Keegan knows AC/DC history because he's from Australia.
Yeah,
And those
hell yeah.
Fuckers are from Australia.
They have a street named after them. I saw a little clip on Facebook. They did when they filmed a music video for one of their songs. They like put the whole band in the back of a truck and like were parading down one of the streets in Queensland or whatever, and they named one of the side streets after
That's
AC/DC.
awesome. You take a left on Back in Black Lane.
Angus Young Avenue.
Angus Young.
This is so good, man. For 9.8, this is so good.
So what I did? Okay, I do remember my question. So after the Ohio law was passed with the ABV jumping way the fuck up, are you guys testing those waters at all? No. Okay. Next
Correct
week.
answer is
Really? I mean,
next
so
week.
a lot of that's just like some people just want to do it. Sometimes it just kind of happens through the brewing process. It's usually just like the amount of effort and cost that goes into making a beer that strong.
Sure.
Usually it's barrel aged beers that get that high, like
And
things
making
aged in bourbon barrels or
That's
whatever,
what I was
because it
just gonna
concentrates
say,
the
yeah.
alcohol. That's where you usually see these like high ABV beers. You know, there's also some breweries who do crazy shit like Dogfish Head makes the 120 minute. It's 15 to 20% ABV.
Jesus.
And it's a
Fucking
triple
outrageous.
IPA. I mean, it's just
Triple.
hop to hell.
We've talked about, and you don't want to push it because one, you get to the point where it's not drinkable.
Yeah.
Right.
But we had, what was that? A 4-pack of, what was it, like 15% that we had? And after 2 beers each, we were just like, oh my God.
That New Holland, yeah. That Pilgrim's Dole.
Oh yeah, the Pilgrim's
That
Dole, barley
put-
wine or wheat wine.
Wheat wine, yeah.
That threw us on our
It's a
ass.
good beer though. It's a really good. I mean, some of them are really good.
Oh yeah, it was tasty.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were destroyed.
It
was a good episode.
It was quick. It was quick. Yeah, it was
and dirty.
astounding. It was astounding because it was so high, but it was also very drinkable. So,
Yeah, that's very true.
well, we bought a 4-pack thinking, oh, we should probably get a little more beer just to make it through the podcast.
I think
And,
I
like,
had something before that to
and
start
we
it
were
off.
just we were on
Giggling after
Yeah.
a half of one, yeah.
Giggleville.
I'm trying to remember what episode that was. If anyone wants to go back and mother F and listen to it.
So anything, I'm slow to drink. I had 2 beers at the bar.
I know those Miller Lights, man. Putting you behind.
They're just filling.
yeah,
They're filling, man.
all 90 calories or whatever the fuck it is.
I don't mind Miller Lite, man. You can't shit on it.
So if anyone wants to hear us get giggly
Watch
with
me.
the 12% beer, it was episode 84, Micro Contrathorias.
Oh, we were talking about the brewing process.
Yeah. I will say I'm very happy with all of our episode titles. They're absolutely ridiculous. Just
We
go back and read
actually, last episode, like we said,
You know what I'm saying?
we were talking about Drew Karpyshyn is a man on a mission, blah, 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 suspicion.
Jesus, yeah.
Giggity, giggity. I didn't even say that. Well, this
What were you
is
talking about Drew for? What were you going to say?
No, because after we said that on that episode, I
Yeah.
said that's the name of this episode.
I
'Cause
picked something different.
I know you did, and it was pretty much better. So, oh,
That's the only reason I picked it.
I got to shout out to I think it's Old
Spice?
Coles. This is from Coles.
We talked about that. We had a whole department store episode.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think I've wore this one yet because it says party at the at. Oh, where's the party at? And I have to admit that I hate when people call it an at, but it was too good of a shirt to pass up. And I like the colors. It looks fucking retro. Fuck you guys. That's what I wanted to say about it. What do you think, Commander?
Thanks for saying about that. Yeah, it's
Like
it's
you
a
were saying about it.
Like I was saying back on episode 0. That's a good shirt, but don't pronounce it out loud because I'll fucking smack
Where's the
you.
party, AT-AT? I don't get it.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on?
Let's go.
Store stuff.
Unsubscribe.
The Instagram ended if you want to turn it back on.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, okay. 12 viewers. Wow. Yeah.
Out of 24,000.
Yeah.
Step up, bitches. Oh, what is this?
You guys
This
ready?
isn't Homestead, is it?
This is dry.
Drink your last thing.
Uh-oh.
We got our last beer, then we can actually talk about Star Wars.
This is the
Or
anniversary
actually, all right, so
beer.
you can pour it, but before we drink it, let's move on a little bit.
This
So we
has-
talked about Rebels. We're gonna work on catching up so we can talk the fuck about it. Yeah.
Talk the fuck about it.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
since we talked about it,
So we got what?
read the first Bane book.
Oh, yes. There we go.
Yes, that shit was epic.
Let's talk about the same thing we always talk about. Start things.
So epic. Holy shit, what a badass.
Yeah, that is. Yes. So.
And his like foresight into like, hey, maybe I'm not going to destroy the universe, but
more?
Somebody will. Here, finish that drill.
2 people will.
Droll.
No, it's.
Well, it's really just one person will control the other.
It's arguably my favorite, and it kind of bounces back between
Star Wars book or like book ever.
No, I mean I have to say Star Wars book, but it's definitely up there. It's well written. It's epic. It tells a story that's never been told.
I wonder if this is like worth money because it doesn't have the Legends strip on it because it's old.
You could get a couple bucks for it.
I'd probably give you 4 or 5 cents.
But you could get $10 for it.
Let's go to Austin and get this signed by Drew Karpyshyn's Mission on a Mission.
Man on a mission with a
Fucking with a superstition. What in Karpyshin?
what in car vision? Oh my God! You just figured it out. What in car vision?
God, if you haven't seen that meme yet, oh my gosh, we were trying to think of Star Wars versions of it today, and I knew there was one, and I couldn't really pronounce it.
Whoa!
And now it just popped in my head. So there we go.
What the fuck? Oh, this is Homestead. Wow.
Yeah, it's our anniversary beer.
All I did was tasted the foam. It's delicious.
I gotta text
It's
myself
got a
this, or I'm
dick
gonna
on
forget
it though.
It's a bird.
It's a bird dick.
The bird looks like a dick too.
That's what I'm saying. Oh.
Yeah, see? Double dick bird.
Put a bird on it.
Put a bird
Pounding
on it.
triple IPA fermented on Belgian yeast. It erupts with clove and phenol, pepper and spice with Mingles, giant, whatever.
Oh, so you have
Pop characters.
I sent that to you.
That's fucking hilarious.
So
you don't like.
so you guys have a fucking description on this one.
Yeah. Look how big the
'Cause
bottle
it's
is. You
bigger?
have to. Yeah.
Oh, you fucking bastards.
We probably had descriptions on the boxes. I didn't bring any boxes though.
This is a bird has a broken neck.
Jones,
Birds can do that shit. Have you ever seen birds like go all over the place with that
own
shit?
birds,
Like
no.
fucking
Jones, I see
birds
you.
and shit.
Thank you for tuning in, Jones.
Thank you for coming over from Instagram. Hopefully it's easier for you to chat. We can see your shit like right front and center.
We'll actually read it too.
I'm not gonna read it.
I'd rather not. I
Please,
can't read.
please sign off. Stop
read.
liking this show.
All right, cheers.
Let's try it.
This is dry.
I was gonna get into Star Wars
Did you?
stuff,
Did
and then I
you
changed my mind.
whatever.
Ooh, it hit my nose buds. Ooh, there's a lot there.
Oh, fucking lot. Jesus Christ.
Oh, fucking lot.
So this
It's
is
10%.
a triple IPA
Oh,
This is an IPA?
with Belgian
pounding
Yes.
triple IPA.
pounding triple IPA with Belgian yeast. So
You Matt McLean fucking clone ass.
Turn this off, 14. God damn it.
14. It's Matt McLean 14.
What happens when he turns 15?
Matt McLean
I guess
15.
it works until he's 20. All right, well, keep following us for 6 years. See what happens.
But hey, no, this is really fucking good. I think it's a little more spicy than spicy, but
I'm
it's got
getting that pepper. Yeah.
there's a little bit of pepper going on. There's a little bit of that.
You said
know,
pounding.
phenolic
How many times are you
clove.
gonna say pounding in the same fucking description?
I hope a bunch more.
Pounding squad
Twice.
pod.
Twice.
Pounding, like pounding.
I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of weird. The art.
Yeah.
Looks like a bird's trying to suck its own
make
dick.
a bird, but make it look kind of like a dick. All right, I got exactly what you need.
Already 15, turning 16 on May 4th. On May 4th?
You son of a...
Bullshit.
You're the goddamn chosen
Show us
one.
your
You
birth
realize that,
certificate.
right?
I don't believe you.
All right. Well, come to Columbus and join the May 4th festival.
Release your birth certificate.
We'll praise you.
I don't believe this is Matt McLean. This is Pound It, dude. Nope. Matt McLean, you need to calm down. 14,
Get drunk
15,
real fast.
16.
If it's truly Matt McLean, why the fuck haven't you logged onto YouTube before?
Seriously. All right, time in. All right. Real quick, let's get through this, and
Yes.
then we're talking about Bane, which is basically 99% of our episodes. We talk about this.
I was just going to say, let's talk about the same fucking thing again. Here we go.
Finally, though, that's awesome, and I'm glad you enjoyed
It's
it.
fantastic.
This
Time
is
to get a
really,
tattoo.
This is really good. I was thinking about getting, because I really liked your idea, and I was thinking about doing the same thing with Revan Mask.
The silhouette thing? Yeah, you should.
Silhouette of a Revan Mask.
Okay,
Do it.
so Revan mask. Vader has a mask. What the fuck is with Kylo's mask? Like, what's the mask
don't
thing?
mind.
I love Kylo's mask.
I like it. That's not what this is about. Like,
More of a-
why? Why?
Oh.
Why did they have masks? Like, I get why Vader has a mask because he would die, which he did.
Oh, well,
but
Kylo just wants to be like his granddaddy.
is that
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
She's just
I
like,
think so,
ah.
yeah.
I think this is an intimidation
He
thing.
doesn't need it. He wants to be intimidating. He's trying to like put on that
Kind of looks like a
persona.
bitch with it off. I mean,
Because he takes it off, it looks like Adam Driver from that movie.
Girls.
See, you don't want to be associated with that. All right,
Just
let's
gonna
get through
look
this.
I'm through it. It's good. It hurts.
hurts. It's like candy.
It is it's. I don't know.
All right, Saul
You always
Guerrero.
get into the Saul Guerrero.
Whenever
Save
we
the
drink
beer.
strong beers, we turn right into fucking Forrest Whitaker. It's so funny.
Drink the beer, girl. Borgullet. So, have you watched have you watched the Darth Vader scene from Rogue One again? Like, have you YouTubed it?
Yeah, it's like a bookmark. I go to it every morning.
That's how I
I
start
wake
my
up,
day.
I'm like, get my motivation on.
Morning routine, wake up, do some
Because like that's
meditation.
probably why Kylo wants to be like. I mean, that's bad. as
Are you
fuck,
kidding
like-
me? Everyone wants to be like Vader, even before or after. And
Kylo's
during
got
it.
the YouTube bookmarked as well.
Yeah.
There's something about how that entire scene starts. You just see darkness, and then you hear, poof. But that lightsaber ignition, there's like a drone to it. There's something extra special. If you go back and listen to
This
it,
is always like slower. It's like a little slower, right?
Yeah.
We always like geeked out about that in episode 5. When in the carbon freezing chamber, when Luke ignites his, and then Vader's just like it takes forever for it to
But
fucking
just,
come
it's just
out.
like Vader's
Yeah,
thing
it's
is
awesome.
like he's never in a rush to do anything.
Which I love. Yeah,
He's just like, I mean, even in the fucking Starkiller, what was the Force Powers that
Unleashed.
game, Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
Like you play as Vader, you walk everywhere. You don't run. You just
Oh,
walk
yeah.
everywhere. You don't need to run. You're
Battlefield's
Vader.
in
the same way.
Battlefront. Yeah.
or Battlefront.
Yeah.
Well, until he fucking
Which is-
floats
Or
through
you
it.
just use like jump forward, fly, move.
Yeah.
But I just see like the Vader, like the low. It takes a half hour to ignite, and then I see like Palpatine when Mace confronts him. It's treason.
That's because he's all about deception and like there's
It's
like, I'd have lightsabers, surprise, stuck in the chest.
you have the brutal axe murderer who's slow swinging. And you are fearing, and then you have the assassin cloak and dagger.
Grandfather. He's got to be quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like Vader's just like literally the raw power of the
Yeah.
Force.
No, he
Whereas like
yeah.
Palpatine's all about those ideas like they talk about in fucking Bane about like deception and misleading people and distrust and playing everybody against each other, and his
Right.
ability to conniving
Right,
is
right,
just
right.
disgustingly awesome.
I always forget that he really plays off that deception, because while he's physically imposing and people know that, they don't expect him to be
Smart
and
cunning.
conniving and
Right.
cunning.
And he lets them think that,
But that's
which is
like when he's going through that Sith training, that's what gets him through. It's
Yeah.
like pretending that he's just a fucking load of muscle and that's it. And all you got to do is just protect yourself, but he's cunning. And I think that's why it's like he's the culmination of, he's like a Vader in a city. It's just like, all together. Let me take out all the Sith. Spoiler if you haven't read the book. But, and he takes out like a few hundred of Jedi on the whole. Hassan? What's the.
Hoth.
It's not on Hoth. It's not on Hoth.
It's Hoth.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's General Hoth.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. But what's the. Rasan?
Rusan. Yeah.
Is the planet.
Yeah,
that
the planet.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
what are you fucking talking about?
No, we were on the same page. Different pages, same book.
Different books, same fucking
different
bookstore.
books and movies and same page though.
Same comic. So let's rate this real quick.
Oh, the beer?
Yep.
Are we going 2s across the board today?
I mean, this is a 3 in my book.
I don't know if it's a 3.
Our definition of a 3 is that you would recommend anybody to drink this, and it's like an everyday drinker, pretty much.
It breaks through walls,
Well,
though.
I don't
think
know
it's
if I would
everyday
say
drinker.
everyday
There's a lot of
drinker.
beers that are like special.
Well, I want to say
Crazy
like
shit can still be 3s.
our 3 breaks through the barriers of like, this is a Pilsner that even if you're not a Pilsner fan, you're probably going to fucking like this.
Yeah. I feel like if it was a 3, I would know it right away.
That's kind of what we've been basing it off of recently. The first sip is,
Yeah,
Tells you a lot.
I
yeah.
think that's a good basis for 3.
Yeah. So
It's hard because we slowly change shit, because we'll take a sip and then like 4 sips later, we're like, I kind of really like this now.
Yeah,
Like
well,
the
that's one thing is like beers like that get to like your 10% ABV and your fucking stouts and all that shit. If you warm them up, they're gonna change drastically. So if you warm this beer up, you're gonna start getting a lot more of that like alcohol sweetness than you get now.
Then now
And
you better
those
drink
hops are gonna
quick.
get a little more bitter.
Make it fucking colder.
Make it colder.
Get less alcohol sweetness.
Slow it down. Off. I'm giving this a strong 2.
Strong 2, yeah.
A strong 2 as opposed
Pounding
to
2.
it's a
pounding
throbbing 2.
Can you guys make a beer label that's just like so innuendo? You can't even handle it.
I don't
It's
get
just
to,
got-
I don't get to make the labels.
It's got
Well,
veins.
fucking start making
It's
them.
got veins on it, throbbing
No.
veins. You're drinking now.
It's just like
Too much.
it's like a flesh colored bottle.
Veiny
And it's just like
triumphant.
veins going up the side of it.
Veiny triumphant bastard.
You and
It's
always,
got
you
kinda
an
like a
Always
little
Sunny
dome
fan
top.
at all?
What?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know the one where they make the invitation back to the dude mansion and it's supposed to look like a bicep, but it looks like a dick. So funny.
I've not seen that one.
It's so fucking funny. It's like episode or season 2 or 3.
That
So,
show never
yeah.
gets old too.
It's one of the best shows.
Hey, do you watch Trailer Park Boys? We're not going to talk about it, but do you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a good show.
It's a great show.
It is. It
It's
is.
so good that we stop talking about it.
It's almost so. Whoa! We'll do this before we jump into everything else. Trailer Park Boys versus Always Sunny.
Always Sunny.
Trailer Park Boys.
I think I'm going Trailer
I
Park
don't
Boys.
like to do verses like that, but I'm definitely going
yeah,
Always
they're
Sunny.
different shows.
They are different shows, but that's
Yeah.
the difficult thing.
Yeah.
Like if you had to sit there and let's just say if you have to sit there and choose one to
I've seen it
to exist.
I've seen every episode of Trailer Park Boys. I've seen like half of Sunny. So
I'm kind of with you. I've pretty much seen most of.
Sunny's
Trailer
fucking
Park.
hilarious, but like
It's hard to pick.
it just doesn't go. I don't know.
I just
Matt, you shouldn't be watching Trailer Park Boys.
it's almost the style.
Yeah, I like
it's
him.
almost the style of Trailer Park Boys I like more because it's like
It's
home-
shot like a home video documentary
and
thing.
they can like grab the camera. Get the fuck out of here! Like I love it.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of like I don't know. I don't know how to. I think
There's definitely a lot more vulgarity to it.
yeah,
Like subtle vulgarity, but
It's also vulgarity.
well, you get that in Always Sunny too.
Vulgarity.
I think sometimes maybe, and this is where I'll leave it. I think Always Sunny, sometimes it feels like they're trying just a tad too hard. Like the whole glory hole thing, I was like, I get it. That's funny. Like it's funny, and I get it. And like sometimes they have that family comes in, like the sloth, whatever people or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck.
yeah.
But it's
Foiled.
like, yeah, that's funny, and blah blah blah. But it's like, do something different. Do something else.
The fuck dance is this? Do something different.
It's the
Do something else.
do something different.
it's the Arnold Classic this
Do
week.
something different.
It is.
It's a new song.
Yeah, but I'll agree with next time. I think Trailer Park Boys gives me the itch.
It's-
No, it's
when we get a shirt made with that.
Gets me going.
and let's specify that both of them are fucking perfect shows. But
Can we make a shirt for celebration that says Rogue One itches my scritch?
yes,
I just wear it, be like, I don't know.
it hoots my toot.
What's that mean? I don't know. You seen Rogue One, right?
Do you have a squitch? Sam
How
Squanch.
many times you can change the word? To squitch this time.
Oh, okay. All right, Darth Bane.
All right.
2 out of 3 for me. 2 out of 3. 3 out of 3.
Yeah, 2.
So it's good too. Solid too. It's a pounding too.
Yeah, it's a throbbing 2.
Fucking thrusting 2. There you go. Talk about Darth Bane.
I've been watching Trailer Park Boys since I was 6. Well, no wonder
Growing
you.
up with your uncles. I can't wait to be an uncle.
No wonder you're spoiled,
Yeah.
rotten,
Tomatoes.
14-year-old.
Are you talking about Darth Bane? or what?
Yeah. What am I talking about? It's a great book.
All right, that's fine. I mean, we've beat Bane
Yeah.
as a dead horse throughout 127,
It's just
30,000
Is he dead,
episodes.
though?
well
Is he
written,
dead?
written like first
He
you
doesn't
like
know
the
that.
character and fucking.
I don't know that either.
Sorry, I've read the whole series and I can't talk to you guys.
I haven't. I've only read the first book.
No, that's the best one. It's the best one. And
Oh, so I shouldn't read the rest.
he picks up. You should. He picks up the girl at the end, doesn't he?
She's got like evil
yeah, the
eyes.
little child,
Yeah.
Yeah.
little Jedi child.
She like him
She's
and
pretty cool.
him and her are like
She's dark.
she's
She
evil.
killed a couple Jedi. Just like, oh shit, you shot my bubble friend. Like you're dead.
Oh, that's how. Okay. You read it obviously more recently than I have. I could have sworn that she killed her friend.
No. Her friend was like one of the little like life forms that lived there,
Mhm.
and they killed it. They shot it because after the thought bomb went off, they all went fucking crazy. And so that one was like all calm, and because she was using, I don't know, dark Jedi tricks or some shit on it. I don't know, whatever.
She killed a couple fucking Jedi.
And then Jedi,
tricks.
yeah, like they shot in or whatever, and she's like, "Fuck you guys," and just wrecked them. Yeah.
That's brutal.
And then Bane's like, "You did this? That's sweet. Like, let me train you.
Let's team up.
You're badass. Like, you hate everybody. You're probably gonna kill me one day. It's sweet."
Well, he obviously had in his mind that he was going to kill everything, and he had learned from Revan in this book, from that holocron, about the rule of two, and he was taken to the extreme, saying there's only going to be one master and one apprentice, because the whole thing was Revan was saying there could be thousands of masters, but they all should have only one apprentice, and Bane took it to the extreme and said, no, fuck all those masters, we'll just have one master.
Well, it's interesting because if you look at it, the fucking what's his face, the Dark Lord,
Khan.
yeah. So like, he was pretty much playing everybody. So like maybe they were, dark Jedi or Sith or whatever, but
Right.
they weren't his apprentice or anything.
Right.
So he was the master. Period.
He was like the Lord. Yeah.
He was the master.
No, he is the master.
Yeah.
I don't know who his apprentice was, but
No one. He was just the ruler, and everyone else was.
that's probably
like
why he fucked
a
up. Is because
step-
he's like, everyone's my apprentice. Like, look how big my dick is.
Yeah.
And then Bane's like, oh, surprise, my dick's bigger.
By the way, I am your dick.
And
I'm
gonna
fucking
trick
you.
I'm gonna trick you. I'm gonna have you kill yourself for my benefit.
Pounding Sith.
No,
Pounding
okay.
force.
I have to say this now
Say it
because we're going to be doing a March Madness
We are.
with
Oh,
Jedi
we
and
did that
Sith.
last year.
Yeah.
Well, it was like
We skipped
3
last
years
year.
ago.
It was 2 years ago. Yeah.
But we are reviving that.
You guys fucked that up, not me.
So, but I'm excited to see because I think Yoda won the first one. And
Yeah, which I was kind of annoyed about.
I really want people to understand, and not, we're not voting or anything. So I just really want people to
voting.
understand how awesome Bane is.
Yeah.
If anyone, and I want it to be treated just like the fucking March Madness in basketball, that there's upsets. It happens. So if
Yeah.
Ahsoka takes out fucking Obi-Wan, so be it.
Right.
It's fine.
So be it.
But I really want Bane to go far again.
He should. Yeah, he went pretty far last time. We have, how we're doing it is we have 16, so like Sweet 16 of Jedi and Sweet 16 of Sith.
Yeah.
And they're all going to duel off, and then we'll have one Jedi and one Sith at the very
The
end.
end.
And then the Sith will win, and the dark side will shroud everything as it should.
Unless Yoda's on
No.
the fucking lightsaber.
I have
feel
a
like,
good feeling Vader's going far, like real far this year.
I want to say it was Sidious versus Yoda last time. Or maybe it was Vader Yoda. Revan Yoda.
I think Revan did beat Bane, which was surprising. I don't know.
That's tough,
Can't remember,
man.
but
That's
we'll
tough.
be initiating that here in the next week or so. So stay tuned on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
So, outside of that.
So the beer's done.
So how many Star Wars books have you read? A lot? Or
2.5.
couple?
2.5.
Five-ish?
This was the first one I've read since I was like a teenager. So
Okay.
I read a bunch of them when I was a teenager. I read like the whole Qui-Gon Obi-Wan series. I
Yeah.
read a
The
bunch
Young
of the other
Jedi.
stuff. Yeah, like I read a lot of the books then, and then
This is something special.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I stopped.
Well,
I guess.
obviously, I would recommend continuing through that because that series is awesome. But the Plagueis book is fucking phenomenal, and there's The Rise of Darth Vader. If you really like Sith, those are the three. And that's what I honestly have never read a Jedi book. I've read the Revan, Darth Bane series,
Yeah.
Plagueis, and The Rise of Darth Vader.
Yeah, because
What's
Jedi
a-
are
what's a- what's a
fucking
Je-
boring.
I read
Like, what's
the
a
Darth Maul
fucking
book.
like the Jedi Order? It's like, oh, we went to this planet and we calmed people down, and then we left. So we
Sing them
made,
a-
we
sing them
made
a
to be
lullaby.
friends. Somebody shot us, so we like stopped the laser and killed them, and then
Yeah.
everyone else was
And
like,
then
oh shit,
We continue the
lightsabers.
Space Strawberry Festival.
And then
I'm
a
ex-
girl hit on me. I'm like, nope, no, thank you.
I'm excited
Don't
for
bring that sexuality around here. I'm a Jedi.
the whole game squad's here. Yeah, what's up, man? So bad, motherfucker. I'm excited for, new guys like Kylo to be thrown into the mix of the bracket.
Not only that, but like the whole Thrawn and people that are that are obviously evil, but they're non-force sensitives. I think it's gonna throw a whole new, and that's why I'm excited for like the direction of Episode 8. I'm kind of excited, like for maybe the Jedi to actually die off.
I hope so.
Yeah,
But do you know what I'm saying though?
Yes, I hope they do.
But think about a galaxy without the Jedi.
we had the galaxy without a Jedi.
Or yeah, arguably, yeah.
Yeah, we did for 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then. Fuck you guys.
I don't say that I hope the Jedi die off because I'm evil and fuck the goodness. I'm just saying
I am though.
Their cult and their religion and their way of trying to bring about order didn't work. That's why they almost all died except for like a few people. So I'm excited for
Well, so that's one.
I'm excited for things to end in episode 8 and for them to either take the light side in a different direction or the Jedi die off and Snoke dies and Kylo turns back to the light side and then they just don't worry about like this cult of Force users.
Well, I'm kind of wondering if they bring in stuff like the Yuzhong Vong. Because what if something happens where like Luke dies? Well, I don't want to say it. He dies off. What if Luke
dies?
What if someone prevalent?
Luke doesn't die. He becomes one of the Force.
Let's just wrap our minds around. What if?
So okay, wait.
In the middle of a big battle between, let's say, fucking Snoke and Luke, the Yuzhong Vong or something
that holocron gonna fight Luke?
It's impossible. They're just gonna argue themselves to sleep.
Luke can't fight. He's standing on the fucking island. He's just gonna look at him.
You're gonna fight over Skype. I don't know what the fuck.
I think they have Wi-Fi in Ireland.
No, there's no Wi-Fi. There's no Jimmy John's. There's no Grubhub.
Jimmy John's.
They are out there.
There's no pizza.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I'm just saying,
Uber
like,
has boat rides.
What if we get to the what if we get to the point
rides or
Uber
something?
canoes.
Uber canoes. What if we get to the point where they are forced to work together to overcome a crazier evil like the Yuzhong Vong?
That would be a really cool plot twist. Because it's so much, Star Wars is so much like good
Light,
and
dark,
light.
light, dark,
Light,
light,
dark,
dark.
light, dark. Sith Jedi. What's going on?
No, but seriously,
Luke
use
Vader,
your
Luke
fucking
Vader.
Sith lightning against that fucker. We're all dead.
You know,
you're right.
You know, I've been rewatching select episodes of Game of Thrones, and that was really one awesome turning point. It's at the end of season 3. So, you know, all of season 3 is about, you know, all the kings clashing and fighting each other and fucking around.
Say that again. Like the
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, okay.
Yep.
Episode 3? Or season 3?
Yeah, at the end of season 3. And so if everyone that's been watching it, you understand what's going to happen. And if you're worried about spoilers, then just stop. At the end of it, Stannis is kind of lost. And then they get word from the Night's Watch that all the White Walkers, like, there was rumors that these fucking zombies were walking around up here in the north, but we've seen them. There's a horde of them. Some of our men died. It's real. And then they were like, the Red Woman and Stannis were like, okay, we need to fucking change course. Fuck Joffrey. Stop trying to worry about these people.
Yeah.
We need to go fight off the White Walkers. So if something like that popped up in Star Wars, I think that'd be really cool.
Because it's
it'd be
like
a good way to bridge the gap, between
everybody's fighting over the throne and the kingdom, but
Right.
there's not going to be a throne or a kingdom
if
those
the fucking
fuckers come
zombies
down
kill
here,
everyone. Yeah.
So it's kind of that third party walks in and you're like, what is that?
Right.
No, let's team up.
Yeah.
Like, you're a douchebag, but use your douchebag powers against that dude.
Douchebag powers.
Okay, then. Awesome.
Something like that would be
It's something that's never happened in Star Wars.
Yeah, and we've been like dying for this change of timeline, change of characters, change of pace in some aspect of the movies. So something like that would really throw a wrench in like the normal saga structure.
It makes me feel like since they brought the Starkiller base back,
What they can do is
That
like
there's-
essentially leaves an opportunity to stop being this is good versus evil, dark
so
versus
black and
light.
white,
Like that was great in the fucking 80s when we're looking at the Cold War where everything is black and white and there is good versus evil, and we've been thinking that way for 60 years as a country. Like that's great, but like even in the cartoons, we start to see a shift away from that. It's like, oh, what if these like politics are wrong? Like, what if Sidious is, or what if Palpatine's a bad fucking dude?
It's
Surprise!
too complicated to go with the simple Jedi versus Sith.
well, and you started arguing that.
But it takes a lot of build up. You can't just introduce it. Be like,
Well,
surprise,
true.
here's another force that's going to kill it. It's not like they're just like, oh, hey, you don't like these people? Now there's Reapers. Like, it's not like you can't just have like.
Well, Commander was also arguing a few episodes ago about how Sidious didn't know he was evil. No one knows they're evil. He thought he was doing the right thing. Clear out the Jedi, then we're going to have peace. I argue against that, but there is still that argument that lives that Vader and Sidious thought they were doing the fucking right thing. They thought that with their rule...
I think Vader thought he was doing the right thing.
That's what I think, but there's still that argument regardless.
Yeah.
That, like Thrawn, he's just a pawn in something, but he probably thinks, Okay, I'm just going to get great employment. Oh, that I'm really good at this. Yeah, obviously those we'll call them terrorists because they're rebels. They're randomly attacking our shit. We're just like the government. Fuck, I'm just really good at killing terrorists.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially.
Yes.
But if you look at it that
but
way,
Palpatine's evil. Like he wants power above all else. Like you have to admit that, like he's in this to get power
for
and
himself.
to dominate and rule, and he doesn't give a shit about anybody else. He wants to kill everyone who doesn't agree.
He barely is okay with Vader. Like Vader just is like
if Vader died, he'd be like, shit. Now I got to get a new apprentice. But like, fuck Vader. Like I don't need that kid.
All right, we're gonna ask you the question.
I understand.
We're gonna ask you the question. Would Sidious still go to power and control the galaxy without Darth Vader?
Do you mean would he have gone through with the plan, or would he have been successful?
Would he have been successful?
I don't know. Like that's a hard one because like there's a lot of like little moments that happen. But I think like I mean yes, he would have, but I don't know if he like it would have been a different story. I mean he's still a powerful fucking like Mace Windu might have killed him though. Like what if he didn't have somebody who just showed up right there to be like, oh shit, he's gonna kill me with my own force lightning.
I still think he fainted that.
The argument is maybe Sidious pretended to lose
because he knew Anakin was coming
to gain over Anakin.
I still think he lost on purpose.
But my argument is who's walking into the Jedi Temple single-handedly, Vader, and killing everything. Sidious is not doing that, and Dooku's not powerful. Dooku's not powerful enough, and Grievous is dead.
Dooku was dead.
I don't think
Dooku's dead. Well, Dooku's dead because
it doesn't have to be that same scenario. It doesn't have to be one dark side user goes into the Jedi Temple and kills 1,000 Jedi. Like if Anakin wasn't around, he wouldn't have just sent Dooku in there to kill everyone.
You had Jedi Masters across the country or across the galaxy who were killed by troopers who just shot down their ships or shot them with a bunch of lasers.
The clones killed so many of them.
But they're stronghold. There's probably thousands still in there.
Of like younglings and apprentices.
That's fine.
And maybe a handful of like old people.
You know what you don't see is Sidious walking in there because he's gonna get fucking killed.
Yeah.
Because he has Vader to do it for him.
Right. Well, that's the whole cloak and dagger thing. A cloak and dagger doesn't walk into battle. Well, seriously, I'm mad.
He would have. I always think if Vader wasn't there, Sidious would have recalculated.
Yeah.
He would have found another person to do it. He would have, instead of sending one person in, he would have sent an entire garrison of troops.
That's more noticeable. I don't think there's anyone to replace Vader, is my argument.
But it doesn't matter because there was Vader.
Because
the Force.
No one's replacing Vader though.
I understand, but that wasn't the question.
Force, like with the Force, nothing happens
yes,
by accident.
No,
so Vader exists for a reason.
No. The question was, would Palpatine still rise to power without Darth Vader? That was the question, and I think yes. Can anyone replace Vader? Absolutely not.
Well, he was already
is the
in
Force.
power when Anakin was like a little baby. He was already the Chancellor.
I think Sidious would have been killed by the Jedi, by the remaining Jedi. For how many great Jedi were killed in Order 66? You got to think. Mace, Obi-Wan, Yoda, what?
Anakin's the one that tells Mace about Palpatine.
True.
So if Anakin wasn't there, they wouldn't have been alerted to it.
But he couldn't have taken power. He couldn't
continue
have taken,
doing his shit in secret.
No, he couldn't have taken power without the Jedi being gone.
Have you watched how he like manipulates everybody? Like he would be in power.
Except for Yoda.
But
actually,
hear me out.
I mean, they were like, "Hey, be careful of him," but they didn't stop him from ascending to power.
But hear me out.
Right.
He had to get rid of the Jedi for him to take power, because if he took power in the way he did, the Jedi would realize and would attack regardless, even if they got a bad name. They didn't,
because the Jedi were all about the Senate is the way to go. The Senate is, we've served the Senate. And he used the Senate and manipulated. He's like, the Senate voted him all of his power.
No, think about the emergency powers.
Every single power.
Think about the emergency powers and exactly what Mace says. After
immediately emergency powers.
Yeah, but after Mace, even before Mace figures it out, he says, after the war's over, Palpatine should relieve of his control of the emergency powers.
He won't give up his power. I've just learned a terrible truth.
Right.
My acting's going to tear this movie apart.
Mace thought of a plot to destroy the Jedi, blah, blah, blah.
Maybe a plot.
Yeah. But he knew, and even Yoda knew, and the Jedi Council knew, that he was supposed to, if you're going to really, truly understand the Republic, Okay, Order 66 happens. Well, then obviously, who the fuck did that come from? The Chancellor. So that fucker's bad. Let's kill him. So you're gonna have probably a couple thousand Jedi against Sidious. For how strong he is, Yoda, Mace, Kit, all those guys are still gonna be alive. I mean, I'm taking Anakin out of it. If Anakin was still a part of it, he's fucked immediately. I think Jedi Anakin would even kill.
Yes, that I will agree with you 100%. If Anakin was still around but stuck to the light side, Palpatine's fucked.
I still think he's fucked.
If he didn't have an Iron Fist of Vader to go into the Jedi Temple and kill everyone, he wouldn't have done something so rash to go into the Jedi Temple and kill everyone.
But that was his plan regardless.
That was his plan because he had Vader.
No. Outside of the Jedi Temple thing, that was his plan regardless, was something rash like that. Order 66.
True.
We just killed all the Jedi. Well, clearly he's the bad guy. Us thousands, let's go fucking kill him. Easy.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing because he plays that to the Senate like he got attacked.
Right.
They came to arrest him, he got attacked.
And now they're the bad
Now
guys.
they killed everybody.
Yeah.
So if Vader's not there to tell Mace and they don't go to try to arrest him, I don't know. I just think he would have just spun everything around a different way.
I think they were the Jedi.
He's the Frank Underwood motherfucker.
No, I agree, but I think the Jedi were too close. I think Mace knew.
Anakin was too close.
Mace and Yoda.
They didn't know shit.
I think Mace
Something's
did.
wrong. Let's sit here and
They know
meditate.
shit.
I think Mace was the one dude.
He didn't know anything until he didn't know anything. Fight. They met with like Palpatine so many times, and they didn't sense a fucking thing.
But Samuel L. Jackson plays Mace Windu. He knew something.
Well, he got paid for it. He knows.
I mean, I would know if I got paid.
Did you read the script too? I don't know, man. It's an endless conversation because it's not real. So let's ask Pablo Hidalgo. Let's ask Stupendous Way. Did we ask him that? We talked about this after we had him on, I think. Yeah, we should ask him that shit.
There's
on
a
Twitter.
buttload of them in the Jedi Temple. Thank you, Matt Keegan.
Yeah, I understand.
And they're all, the librarian.
She's pissed.
She's a bad bitch.
I just think, yeah.
Gosh, she's always pissed off. Why is she such a bitch?
She's a librarian.
She worked with the Jedi.
How couldn't she be like the hot librarian though? Like the hot
She's a
librarian
space
Jedi?
librarian.
She's 90.
So?
Hot librarians in
So
the back.
what if she was Yoda
Librarian.
style?
What if she was Yoda
lifespan?
style?
Like if she was only like 90 but like lived to be 800?
Then she would be small and green.
Not literally Yoda,
Well, if she's not literally Yoda, then she's just a human.
but like
She dies.
Yoda lifespan. There's other aliens besides Yoda.
Yeah, but they don't look like humans. They look like aliens.
Some of them do. Some of them look a lot like
It's
aliens.
not Star Trek. What's your alien species? Oh, I'm a human, but I have bigger eyebrows, so I'm an alien.
My skin is a slightly off color.
You notice that sometimes? I understand it's probably with it's dated because of like the times, but they would just like bring their eyebrows just like up into their fucking ears and like, oh, you're an alien.
I'm a douchebag. That just means I'm an alien. So
Tommy Boy's gonna be pissed.
This is all I know about humans.
Humans. All right.
Damn.
So Palpatine wins everything. Next.
All right, fine. I agree.
Almost everything.
Except for Bane.
Yes, Bane. Yeah, totally. Well, Palpatine wouldn't be anywhere without Bane, you know?
Yeah, you said it.
That could be true.
No, it is.
The Sith wouldn't be anywhere without Bane, right? I really wish we saw Yaddle's death. Yeah. I know someone was arguing on Twitter. I saw like, how can
Speed ran.
What?
Learn English, motherfucker.
Just speed runned Battlefield 4 campaign. You played the campaign?
And he misspelled campaign.
You played the campaign?
Isn't
in
there
the shooter?
autocorrect?
No.
Nope. I'm
Anyways.
campaigning.
I don't know what I was trying to say.
You're pissed. Something.
He isn't green.
No, I was trying to say something before that.
Fight.
I lost it. Maybe I'll think of it later. Oh, shit. All right, so there was rumors this recent week, as there have been multiple times in the past, like 10 years, that we're going to get a unaltered special edition. That didn't make any sense. An unaltered collector's edition is what I meant to say of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
So, and we've talked about this before. When we say unaltered, what we mean is not literally the raw version from 77 and 80 and 83. No changes except for the remaster. Enhanced graphics, enhanced audio, no additional fucking bullshit scenes.
And Han shoots first.
And Han shoots normal.
Well, I would say it's unedited, not unaltered.
True.
Unaltered would be the 77 version.
True. Yes. So we need a different phrase for it.
I don't know, but it's still edited. I mean,
True, but I feel
That's
like
not really a good term.
altered would mean like, oh, I enhanced the audio to sound better, to sound like 2016.
right.
Untweaked.
That's unaltered, but or unedited,
unshitified.
unfucked.
Untweaked.
Unfucked. Yeah, I'd buy that. Like the unfucked
Unpounded.
version of Star Wars. Boom. That's like hundreds of sales right there.
So nothing confirmed, obviously, but it's been going around. So we'll see. You just really.
Have you seen the
I don't
clip
know.
of the original Han talking to
Greedo?
Jabba? See,
I don't remember. Now I
He's a
know
dude.
when we first got into it, you had the VHS right before the special edition came out.
Yeah.
But I do not remember
well, didn't
at
they cut
all
that
what
scene
it
out
looked
of
like.
the original?
It wasn't in the original.
Yeah. But you can
Oh, okay.
YouTube it, and he's like originally they shot it, and
Talking to a guy.
because he's talking to a person, just a big fat dude, and that's Jabba the Hutt,
Yeah.
But
which is why he says, Jabba, you're a good man.
Makes sense. I don't know
It
if
is
I've
what
ever
it
seen
is.
it. I don't think I've ever seen that scene before.
yeah, it's there.
It's almost exactly the same. He's like a thick Irish accented dude.
Yeah.
What your lucky charms? Pablo.
Oh,
squashed.
Pablo. Oh, welcome, Cleo Ran. Thanks for showing up.
You can find
an hour and a half late.
somebody put together a thing online though.
Oh,
of,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
little clips and pieces and
Pablo Hidalgo squashed the rumor. Basically said Lucas is the only one who has the rights to those, and he isn't interested in releasing them. So that makes me curious, though. So when he sold Star Wars, are like the rights for the original cut and the rights for the special edition different?
I
So
think
did
it
he
was-
like include the special edition in the sale and keep the originals?
I think it was like going forward. Like you can make whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
like
you
he-
want based off my shit, but my shit is my stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm confused because they did release an unaltered version in like right after Revenge of the Sith came out. What? Sarlacc. Unforgivable.
There it is.
After episode 3 came out in 2005, they did release an unaltered DVD set.
2005.
5, 6, I don't remember 5, 6, 7.
I don't know. I don't have that one.
So I don't have it either. That's why I fucking want one.
I have the VHS. I have the Blu-ray. I have the DVD.
All right, anyways.
The DVD. Welcome, Cleo.
I know I'm late. This is when I get home from work. Well, stop working.
Well,
Jeez.
yeah, seriously, why the fuck?
Fucking obvious.
get on at work. You fucking dude.
Oscars were last week. Rogue One won nothing. I didn't expect it to win anything crazy, but I was hoping at least it would have won either visual effects or sound design.
Sounds like that would be
Is
good.
there a running?
Sci-fis don't
winning-
usually
is it-
win a lot.
Is there like a running winning Oscar for Star Wars, and this was where it ended, or
Oh, like every Star Wars movie has won this until Rogue One.
anything like an Oscar for something?
Star Wars won an Oscar?
Let's find out. Powerful Google. Star Wars Oscar wins. And we'll find
Go
out.
look at.
And I really didn't expect Rogue One to do much, but the visual effects were fucking ridiculously good. Better than Force Awakens by far.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they should have won that for sure. So yeah, episode 4, visual effects, score, costume design, editing.
Score.
Wow, they won a lot. Production design, sound mixing, best picture, supporting act. Oh, that was a nominee. Never mind. No. Best picture, no. That was it was a nominee.
Still.
That's ridiculous though, man. That's a
Did they
lot.
even mention Rogue One? I didn't watch the Oscars.
Well,
I don't
alright,
have
so
time for that shit.
Yeah.
Matt Keegan's asking, did the Phantom Menace get Best Picture?
Probably because it's fucking awesome. Haters.
So good.
For 99?
Pod racing.
And then Empire won sound
It's a
mixing
wizard.
and special achievement award.
Special achievement.
Special Achievement Award.
the fuck?
I
does
don't
that mean?
I don't know.
Sounds like a Jar Jar Binks award. You get it for the special achievement or
Phantom
special
Menace.
achiever.
Show up to work today.
Phantom Menace won nothing.
Okay.
It was nominated, but it won nothing.
Okay. That makes me
You
feel a
get
little bit.
nothing.
Attack of the Clones won nothing.
3 had to win one thing. Visual.
Revenge of the Sith
Visual.
won
Those were
nothing.
terrible.
Really?
Won
They didn't look
nothing.
like a cartoon.
Visual.
Episode
great.
7 won nothing.
Wow.
So I guess wow.
Poor Gullet.
That's really poor Gullet got robbed. Poor Gullet, best supporting actor. I'm actually really surprised that episode 7 didn't get anything. That's outrageous, man.
When do sci-fis win? It's not that common. They don't win that much stuff.
What did win? Avengers 2, 9,
sci-fi.
Civil War?
It's like superhero shit. It's different.
Let's find out.
It should have
And
won
they
for
didn't win
music.
that
It should
many
not
awards.
have one for music. Absolutely not. Nope. Sorry. I gotta
Plus, La
squash
La
that.
Land just swept everything.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising.
Just like, and we win everything. This is the best movie ever made.
So yeah, we just go through a few things. Actress Emma Stone, best original music is La La Land. Sound mixing, I don't even know what these are for, man. Animated features, Zootopia.
Zootopia was really
Moonlight
good, though.
won, Jungle Book won best visual effects. That's what it was. I think it beat out Rogue One for best visual effects.
That was a stunning movie.
But Rogue One, man,
Dude, it was a stunning movie.
I do kind of.
Have you guys seen the new?
I haven't.
Yeah, it was good.
But now that it won, I want to watch it.
You should see it. It's good.
It
Yeah.
looks great.
They did a
And
good job.
especially with Beauty and the Beast coming out soon.
Yeah.
So-
No, it was one of those movies where like you were watching it and you don't even realize it's animated. Or it's
That's good because
a
Force
lot of parts.
Awakens.
Yeah.
It's
Some
a lot
of
of
them you
parts.
did, but some of them were just.
it looked real.
Because Force Awakens, I did a few times. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, Ankar Plutt, let's try a little harder.
It's a dude and a bunch of trash
But
bags.
for Rogue One, well, I guess there is the Borg Gullet. But besides the Borg
There's
Gullet,
also
in Rogue
fucking-
One, I was like
There's
astounded
also
the entire
Tarkin,
time.
which you're just like, that doesn't look right.
I love Tarkin.
I thought Tarkin looked perfect.
I was convinced for like a good minute. And I was like, wait a second. That looks fucking good, though.
As soon as he started talking, you're like, nope, no.
I
Not
can't.
me.
I'm not on board with that. I'm sorry.
not me.
I
Just
don't
go back and
understand,
watch it
man.
and watch his mouth. Watch his mouth.
I
when he
will. I've
talks.
watched it 4 times. I don't know. It's fucking awesome. And it comes out on Blu-ray soon. I'm going to watch it 75 more times.
I think it's the difference between, we were talking about this earlier, well, several episodes ago. I watch
Okay,
people's
well,
eyes when they talk.
Yeah.
So I knew Leia right away because her eyes were off.
Right.
But
Peter Cushing's eyes are dead, so it doesn't matter if it's like he has
Cartoon
the dead.
animated
you're still
dead.
dead. All right.
He has the dead stare. Yeah. So like it doesn't even matter if they look right or not.
Yeah, he doesn't need expressions in his eyes.
You may
Oh
fire
my
when ready.
gosh. So yeah,
Been dead since I was born.
that's crazy. Shut the fuck up. Tarkin was brilliant. Thank you, Matt Keegan.
Thank
I
you.
thut Tarkin looked amazing.
He looked great. Like
I-
you could tell when he talked.
I
You're just
couldn't
like,
tell.
okay.
I couldn't tell at
I was
first.
probably too sober to tell.
We were maybe half
Were
hammered.
we ever sober?
I don't
Did you
know.
ever
I
see
might
it?
have been.
Did you go back and see it sober? I didn't.
I did. Yeah. I saw it twice drunk and I saw it twice sober.
I saw it twice drunk with you guys.
And Tarkin looked awesome every time.
Perfect. Perfect.
They released the official poster for Star Wars Celebration. Notable to recognize that there is nothing from Rogue One on the poster at all. I guess you could say Vader, but
Well, there's nothing from episode 1. There's nothing from episode 2, and there's just Anakin and Padme from episode 3. No, okay. Whoa, she's wearing her episode 2 Clone Wars thing.
I thought I saw young Anakin in here somewhere.
Nope, doesn't exist.
Well,
Literally,
There's C-3PO and R2-D2.
yeah,
They're
I
in
guess
all
there is
the
nothing
movies.
from Phantom Menace. That's crazy.
They're really the superstars of Star
Everyone's
Wars.
ultra pissed about that.
what?
I just don't know why that's the focal point of the Star Wars hatred is episode 1.
No,
I mean, I do know why, but I also don't know why.
I do.
It's a cool poster.
I'm
It's
kind
Because
of.
they introduced Jar Jar to it.
I'm kind of interested to like Luke
Two
is
is so
still
much
the
worse.
focal point. He's still the
Yeah.
obvious focal point.
Yeah.
But Vader's the largest
focal
head.
point. Vader's the largest thing on there.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so does the Death Star's biggest thing next to
Dude,
Vader's.
Vader's
head.
like 3 times the size of the Death Star, though.
But look
Guys.
how big. Ooh, I like the juxtaposition of
Kylo and Rey's
Kylo and
lightsabers.
Rey's.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Luke's.
She's
Luke's
got
lightsaber.
Poe and
Luke.
Finn right here. And he's got
Anakin's
Phasma and
lightsaber.
Hux. Man.
They're like,
but it's
So
cool.
Phasma's alive then.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well,
she is.
She just
yeah.
went into a garbage chute.
Oh,
She's
yeah, that's
fine.
right. We talked about
We
that.
know people
Duh.
can survive that.
I'm sorry. Well, she's Gwendolyn Christie's listed for episode 8, so yeah.
Sweet.
So obviously, if you're listening, you don't know what we're
Gwendolyn.
talking about. Just go look up Star Wars Celebration poster. It's all black and white. It looks like what's the fucking art style of that?
Drunk.
Charcoal. thing. I don't remember what's
I
called.
like how Chewbacca's breath is the Falcon.
He's just spitting the Falcon out. Also, interesting is that Yoda is like the CGI version of Yoda from the prequels, and not like the old Yoda. Interesting poster though.
Wait, so Matt Keegan asks if we're going to talk about some gaming here. What are our hopes and fears about Battlefront coming out later this year?
We hope it gets fun. And we fear that it won't.
My hope is for all eras of content. Prequel,
Every single era.
every single prequel, Clone Wars, Galactic Civil War, Force Awakens, Rogue One. Everything needs to be there. It's Star Wars.
Space battle playlists. Simple as that. Space battle playlists.
Well, there are some space battles.
But it's not on a playlist. You have to do it as you have to play like only new content playlist.
Oh yeah, I just
want space battles.
I want it
this
to
is just
be-
like the best. Okay.
I want the game to
Space
be
battles.
as expansive as Star Wars actually is.
Why can't they just make Battlefront 2 just upgrade?
They'll
Graphics.
never do
And then
that.
add another generation.
But honestly,
Like add some new characters
I would
and some
pay,
new
I would
add
pay
Phasma
$80.
in there.
I'd pay $100 for
I
this
know.
shit.
I know. We all would, but they won't do that. I hope they take what was good about the first two Battlefront and put them in there.
Every programmer has to play 20 hours before they can do an hour. of
20
coding.
hours.
Before they can do an
before they
hour
do
of
an hour of
coding.
coding. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I get triggered when I think about Battlefront. It's just like a big build up and a letdown, man.
True, and it's almost like
Maybe this is how older
it's like
fans
a
feel
good
about Phantom
game,
Menace.
but it's missing like key factors. If they just had,
Well, they
let's
don't
say
have
all
little, like-
eras.
It's too vanilla.
They don't have little drones running around that you can
Stop.
just kill and shit, you know?
Dope
Always
poster.
like that was one of the great things is that when you play multiplayer, there's 30 little shitty AIs running around that stop and aim for a second before they shoot you, but that made it feel more like just that presence made it feel more like a battlefield. Especially in
there's a neutral,
intergalactic.
like a neutral force on the
No, not
battlefield?
neutral. Like every team has just like shitty AIs. Like if you played Titanfall recently, they have little. Titanfall's always done that. Like they have the Spectres and the whatever. Like they're easy to kill. They're not worth
But they're
very
still
many.
part
They're
of
not
it.
worth very many points. But when you're doing Starfighter, they have AI
Ships.
pilots flying around.
Motherfuckers.
And so it's the same thing. Like why can't they just program some,
It's
shit to run around? Like make it feel more like
a war.
ebb
Like-
and flow, a battle.
Our argument was it's DICE. Why don't they just take Battlefield 4 and put fucking lightsabers in it?
Yeah.
Honestly, that's all you got. I mean, we could still be fucking fighting in Shanghai.
No,
fuck you. If I had
Zavod with
fighting
if I was
Kylo Ren.
Zavod with Borgullet, and I would be fucking legit.
Yeah, my expectations for Battlefront
laser
2
tanks.
is for them to fucking put the Borg Gullet as a playable character. And if they don't have the Borg Gullet in there, I don't even want to buy it. Not even interested.
It's hard. So the issue
Borg
is
Gullet and Unkar Plutt. I want those guys on my squad.
and the quad jumper.
I'm done. Quad Jumper is actually out in X-Wing. They made it's one of the
really?
new ships. Yeah, it goes in reverse.
Well, that's what it needs to do.
Fucked up.
Quad. Ben Quadraneros.
Reverse jumper.
Reverse jumper. Hello, rapists.
Thank you, Mustang. Welcome to the chat. I just think there's so much content in Star Wars. It's a little overwhelming, but it's also one of the reasons that we love it so much. And they didn't try hard enough to include it in the game. It was too watered down. When you play a Starfighter thing, that was one of my biggest grievances when I opened a Starfighter or a fighter squadron match, whatever it's called, and I got triggered. You can pick between a TIE fighter and a TIE interceptor. Really? Where's the bombers? Where's the defenders? Where's the advance? Where's all of these ships? Like, why can't you? I remember on Battlefront 2, you start in a capital ship, you run into the docking bay, and you get to jump in any fucking
Yeah.
And it had
squadron
shuttles.
fighter that you
It
want.
had shuttles that
Yes.
just shoot across with like 6 people in it. It was
Like,
great.
The
Make it like a fucking assault. Put a bunch of people in that.
framework's
Fly
there.
across it.
You just need to grow some balls and do it.
So, my argument is this little app that I've been addicted to.
Yeah. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes or whatever.
Star Wars
I told
Heroes.
you guys about that like a year ago.
So,
No, this is a newer one.
No, it's not.
It's probably
sure?
the same thing.
Yeah.
This is old.
I mentioned like a year ago, and you're like, if it's not KOTOR, we don't play it.
I said that.
Literally what you said. The game is awesome.
But so
I'm just not a fan of mobile games.
the best thing about this game is
It's easy though.
the amount of characters.
Right.
So we've got, okay, let me just walk through my characters. Mace Windu, Royal Guard, Darth Vader, Luminara, Cad Bane.
Luminara?
Yes.
She's a badass.
Boba Fett, Sith Trooper, Tebow, who is the Ewok
Yeah.
Princess Leia.
You can make a little Ewok
IG-88. Darth Nihilus, Death Trooper, Greedo, Sith Assassin, Biggs Darklight. Like everything you could ever think of is in this fucking game.
Yeah.
Just do that on the fucking Xbox One.
Yeah, it's really I'm dumbfounded when I think about it. Like, why didn't you do it?
I'm close to
Why didn't you do it?
I'm close to Darth Nihilus, Krennic, Kylo Ren, Dacia, Finn, Yoda, Poe Dameron, Dengar, Bistan, who's the from Rogue One. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Ho. But Lando, Jyn Erso, like Rey.
I'm just
There's
confused,
this old
man.
DACA.
Oh, dude, Rey is so good. So is Daka.
I'm just
she fucking
confused more than
revives
anything,
Steve.
man.
She's badass.
This game is addicting. I fucking hate it and I love it.
Big things. So obviously, like the eras and the amount of characters are important.
Darth Bane needs to be in everything.
But yeah, one thing that I miss a lot from Battlefront 2 is the different classes. So when you pick Imperial, you get to choose regular infantry, sharpshooter, shock trooper with the missile launcher, engineer. Like I do miss that a lot, and that's one thing that we love about Battlefield.
Just take that out of Battlefield and just plug it right in.
It's already there. I mean, you have the different types of stormtroopers, and especially with Rogue One, dark troopers, death troopers, sand troopers, like
Shore
it's-
troopers.
You already have it.
Soul Troopers.
It's there. Just plug it into the game. I'm getting triggered. We should
Clone
stop talking about
troopers.
this.
Clone Troopers.
I'm getting pissed. I want Commander Cody as
People
a
that
hero.
look like
That's
different
what I want.
people troopers.
That'd be sweet.
Different people troopers. Clone troopers.
Yeah.
Same as everybody else troopers. Slightly different
Different
size
troopers.
nose
Different,
troopers.
different troopers.
Smarter troopers.
Alternate troopers.
Piss. Trigger
Veteran
troopers.
troopers.
Trigger troopers.
Trigger Troopers.
So yes, if we're talking about gaming, what are your thoughts and hopes and fears? My fear is that they're going to be bitches and do what they did. So they've already said it's going to have single player. It's going to be a little different. But my fear is that they're going to keep it watered down.
What if they did something like a Skyrim / Fallout in the old Republic? In an era that really didn't matter, like
I think
the 4000.
it's called KOTOR is what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
You can go play it. What do you mean by like Skyrim and Fallout?
Just as like an RPG that you can control the story, you can kind of go wherever you want. And I know SWTOR is kind of it, but the MMO thing, it loses me. Because I feel like you don't have an
it's
effect
totally different.
on the world.
Right.
In
Yeah.
Skyrim and Fallout, you make a decision, you blow something up, people fucking hate you. People like it's the whole Mass Effect thing. You make a
Right.
decision,
Right.
you live with it.
Yeah.
So why can't we have a Star Wars Mass Effect?
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Just make
I'm
it
with
all.
that. I'm with like any Star Wars games, if they're made well, I think are going to be good. The problem is with Battlefront, and they kind of announced like they tried to make it more accessible. They watered it down on purpose.
It's easy.
That's where you get into trouble. But if they put their full like their full skills and hearts into making the game, whether it's a first-person shooter like Battlefront, whether it's an RPG, whether it's an action game like Force Unleashed, like it's gonna be good. Star Wars is good. You just have to put the effort in.
It's got to have somewhat of a training tree. Yes, we watched the Clone Wars.
He's pissed. Cleo Ren's calling us out. We don't watch Rebels. We do watch Rebels. We just haven't watched the last like 4 episodes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I think I skipped like 10, which is like an entire season.
After Space Whales popped up 5 different times, I was like, turn this shit off.
I saw. Okay, there's one strong Inquisitor. Wait, there's 12. I'm like, all right, turn off. And they're
Wait,
flying.
they have
by the lights-
helicopter lightsabers.
Helicopter lightsaber.
Oh wait, hang on. Oh wait, the rebels didn't get shot once. Oh
and
wait,
they didn't get shot once. That sucks.
I will catch up before next episode. I vow it.
I won't.
I swear it.
Hey guys, bye.
Keep going. That's all I'm saying.
Star Wars over. Star Wars.
Star Wars over. I will catch up before next week because the season 3's almost over.
Mm.
Have you watched Rebels at all? next
I
time.
watched a couple episodes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not really into it.
I
I'll get
will.
there.
I will admit. I put Kanan and Ezra in the March Madness. I don't think they're gonna last long.
I think they will. People are fucking hard-ons for Rebels.
Unfortunately, they went up against some serious people.
You randomize it though?
No, I didn't. I tried to make it even and interesting, but there's obvious upsets. Like it's probably like Obi-Wan versus Ezra. Like, oh, sorry, Ezra. Good luck.
Some kids are
I
gonna
tried
vote
to
for
make
This
Ezra.
is like high, low.
Like,
They will
there's-
start with like low.
Like there's the obvious big ones that I didn't want to put next to each other, like Bane and Sidious. So I have them spaced out, and
Right.
and like Vader and Revan. So those are like the 4 big ones that are spaced out. But
Right.
on the Jedi side, it was like there's so many strong Jedi: Yoda, Obi-Wan, Mace.
There's more Jedi than there are dark side people.
But I had to like there's
Maybe we should completely randomize it.
there's early
I feel like there's twice as many Jedi as there are Sith.
Because you
no.
want to do it. You want
I
to do it.
actually I had actually had to come up with some Jedi.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's just because we like the dark side more.
Yep. True. So
Rebels Vader scenes are some of the best. Yeah.
No, I
too bad there's
agree.
only like 3 of them.
true. I agree.
Rogue One Vader scene's the best.
Rogue One Vader scene is the best.
The Vader Ahsoka
It's the best scene ever made in film history.
What I want to fucking see is the deleted scene of Vader in that
Back to tank.
back to tank, because they were supposed to show him like full bodied and just like raw, and that is Vader. That suit fuck isn't that. I mean, yes, that's what you think Vader is, but that cripple fuck who needs to be in a back to tank to live is Vader. And he walked out there in that,
And he could still kill you with his mind.
and he could still just, hey,
Yeah.
I didn't like the way you did that move in Parcheesi. Crush your face, done.
Your hat's crooked.
You've been an admiral for over a month. Crush.
Director of death,
Yeah.
no longer living. No, but there's a lot of stuff in Rogue One that they left on the table.
Yeah.
The Vader
Well,
scene was
they-
awesome.
They leave stuff on the table all over the place.
A lot of tables.
A lot of tables, a lot of stuff. Gotta leave some of it behind.
All right, guys.
Pissed.
I think we're wrapping this up. What's up, baby boy? Rogue Squadron Podcast. Throbbing.
Pounding.
We obviously want to give next time a big shout out for bringing us all the Homestead brews. If you guys are local at all inside of the state of Ohio, you guys can go to or find some Homestead brewing stuff. Mostly Central Ohio, like you said, but it is good stuff, man. And I've had quite a few brews by them, and it was very, very good.
Very good.
Both Assassin, thank you for tuning in at the very last minute of the
Nice.
show.
On the sign off.
So, final thoughts on Bane. Are you excited? Are you going to read the second one?
Probably. Yeah.
I want to say this is my favorite just because it's the first one.
It's good.
And
It's
it
hard to
sets
put
up,
down.
It
Like, there's
sets
a
up,
lot going on.
Well, it sets up Bane, which is one of my favorite Sith of all time.
Right. It is your favorite Sith.
But so with that said, 2 and 3 just kind of it's like a whole build up of Bane.
Yeah.
So I would suggest completely.
No, don't DM. Just post it.
So we'll get
Post
there.
it and tag us. Show the world.
Show the world your actual age.
Don't tell me.
Show us your actual username.
You
I
can
still don't believe
blot
you.
stuff off, but you got to show that May the 4th. And the year.
So, thanks everyone that was watching live with us. If you missed it, if you're listening on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever, we do stream the show live every Wednesday, so you can watch us sometimes on Instagram, but usually on YouTube and on Twitch. We go live Wednesdays about 8 p.m. Eastern, so you can subscribe. You'll get notified and pinged when we start the stream. You can tune in, show us some questions, complain about shit,
Pissed.
ask why we're drunk,
Birthday to get the fuck out.
and tell us to get the hell out of here. So,
If you guys aren't following us on Instagram, go over there because that's where most of our March Madness stuff is going to happen. We're going to be posting it
Yes.
across everything, but it's going to be more relevant on Instagram. So
Yes.
go over there, vote.
When
And
it
it's
goes out,
honestly,
yes.
it's up to you. And everybody was asking a couple years ago about, well, is it like a versus? Is it my favorite? Just vote. It's at the. It's hard to pick one or the other.
There was always conversation too in the comments. So like, make
Yeah.
a vote, share your comments, defend yourself, like do all that shit, and then share with your friends and tell them why their opinion is wrong, and then back it up.
Well,
yeah. And
Matt
a lot of
McLean.
people aren't gonna like read the instructions. They'll just go, I like Vader, so I'm gonna vote for Vader no matter what. It's a good answer, but still.
Everybody needs to follow Matt McLean on Instagram because he's not a fucking loser, and he does the best space ghost art
Coast to coast.
ever.
Yes.
So thank you guys for tuning in. I am Opar.
I'm Commander Cody.
This is
Next time
on Rogue Squadron Podcast. I hate that ending. Fuck you.
It's terrible.
I think I'm about to buy another one of these.
Maybe turn the heat off when